We have a divisional matchup in the AFC West between two quarterbacks. One who likes to throw the ball deep down the field. The other, the steady signal caller. It's Derek Carr going up against Alex Smith. With that, we'll get you out to one of the livelier settings in the NFL. Arrowhead Stadium in KC. As we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And we're going to get a look at Kansas City on offense. Right now we get a look at Alex Smith, who in Week 12 led scoring drives the final 3 times the Chiefs had the ball against that Broncos D, including a touchdown to force OT.
And that's what makes a quarterback, Brandon. Being able to bring your team into scoring position, pay it off when your team absolutely needs it. And he did it late in the game and helped them win a big, big one on the road against Denver.
On first down, Smith. Conley's got it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Maclin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Out of the gun, Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And there's a completion to Travis Kelsey. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end and as a player, and that makes his quarterback, Alex Smith, really happy.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Dan Williams might as well change his name officially to Big Dan Williams. A monster in the middle, holds down the run game against any team.
It's Smith. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 7 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. From the 50, it's Smith. It's brought in by Harris. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So here's Dustin Colquitt now to punt this away for the Chiefs. Travis Carey back deep for the Raiders. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Oakland sitting at 9-2. Here they come onto the field led by Derek Carr. Derek Carr, who dislocated his pinky in the Week 12 game, said it was the worst pain he's ever felt. But still 315 yards and 2 touchdowns. Not bad.
That's the way to handle some of that pain and turn it into production. Because he and the Raiders, they're playing at a level right now where confidence is so high, they believe they're going to win every game no matter what. And when you have a team like that and you continue to make these fourth quarter, late game comebacks or find ways to win, you're hard to beat down the stretch.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
If you draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point, would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Again, it's Murray. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Charles, this Chiefs defense came up big when they needed to against Denver. Had the big stop in overtime. A free kick return touchdown, a safety. They had played an integral role.
And they got Justin Houston back, and they've been looking forward to that for a long time. It was the 2nd game back since the ACL surgery that he had last season. But, boy, what a force he is, because, remember, Dee Ford stepped up this year and really took some of the pressure off of the loss of Justin Houston. Justin Houston is back and letting everyone know he can handle his business from here on out.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Carr. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, 48 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. These Kansas City Chiefs get ready to go on offense and try to keep pace with Oakland. Out west, they're 8-3, Oakland at 9-2. But what a win they had in Week 12. And Tyreek Hill, what a game he had, Charles.
When you start talking about doing something that hasn't been done since Gale Sayers in 1965, rushing touchdown, receiving touchdown, return touchdown in the same game, that's big-time performance. I mean, Tyreek Hill may be the fastest guy in the league now. When I see him with a football taking off, wow.
Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
2nd down following the run. Smith. And that is incomplete here. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Raiders will take possession. So the Raiders take the field on offense again, sitting at 9-2, Charles, clinching their first winning season since way back in 2002.
And for most franchises, everyone would be dancing in the streets right now that support them, right? Their fans have to be going crazy. But don't you get the sense with this team that they have a bigger target in mind?
I think a much bigger target.
I mean, 9-2, terrific. Hey, they've erased some of that history, but they think that they can make a real deep run in the playoffs and be a real factor towards the Super Bowl.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. It's caught by Clive Walford. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line.
Every quarterback likes having a reliable target at tight end, and I think young quarterbacks especially, because they want to get the ball in their hands quickly. I think these two, Derek Carr and Clive Walford, that's a pretty good connection for years to come for Oakland.
Yeah, he started to come on strong end of his rookie year. Now the Raiders really hoping for that second-year jump out of Walford. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Carr turns, hands to Murray. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stays on his feet. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Six yards to go here on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. That one goes for 24 yards.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Well, sometimes we talk running backs, sometimes we talk wide receivers. Walford, the tight end in this unit, very important.
Clive Walford, a terrific player. Knows how to work the inside portions of the field, but also can surprise you and get deep.
Now they'll run. Murray. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on fourth down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and the lead moves to 10-zip. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run the option left. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. Oh, and the Raiders have got him. Dan Williams able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Here's the option going right. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed.
And Hill with it over the middle. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Fresh set of downs here. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run now with Ware. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
1 quarter down, 10-zip our score, and we're back to Arrowhead after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. They run again with Ware. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They come out here in the eye. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
They run it here. Ware. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Third and long, it's Smith. Surveying the field. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The first time All-Pro in 2015. Khalil Mack able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. To return, it's DeAndre Washington. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Carr now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Here's Wolford over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
On first down, Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Can't find anyone open. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Carr going to give it to Murray on the draw play. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That selection of a draw play felt a lot like, hey, we've thrown it a bunch, we can catch them off guard, instead of staying with what was actually working.
An extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Throwing his car on third down. Looking for someone to throw to. Still back there. And that is incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. Now fourth down. So on fourth down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. This one from 35 yards away. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On the ground, this is Ware. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jihad Ward, the rookie, taken to the second round, in on the stop.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
To throw on second down is Smith. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position. It's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
From the gun on third down, Smith finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On first down, it's Smith. They complete it to Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Throwing on third down, Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Dan Williams in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
10th carry of the game now, Murray. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
They go with Murray again. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call. They
run with Murray, and he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, in on the stop. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From midfield, here's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr now on 1st down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. 12 yards on the pickup. Good enough for an Oakland 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Janikowski on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now Smith. Finding time. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Off of play action. Here's Smith. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Carry on the return. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Chiefs trail at home at halftime. The Raiders have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10, the deep ball is on target here, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. Raiders up now by 7. Now midway through the second, with plenty of pressure this half and another sack. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Raiders have it at the 7. Cooper is found on the quick pass and catch, and it ends up working for a touchdown. Lead grows to 17. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Chiefs defense getting ready to roll. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third. Throwing on first down is Carr. Connects it to Roberts, right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So it'll be first down here after the run. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's the option going right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end that time, Michael Rivera. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher 3rd down situation. Now Carr again. Can't find anyone open. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go play action here on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 25 yards out of that one. Good enough for a Kansas City first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the run, it's Ware. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Khalil Mack in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Chiefs defense, they get set and ready to do battle again. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which will be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, it could have. Now can they carry that over? Now on first down. Crabtree with it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
3 yards to go on 2nd down. Carr now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Three yards left to grab here on 3rd down. They'll run here. It's Murray. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Here's Marquette King now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing is Smith. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
So after that stop, you know that 3rd down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again? Or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Smith now to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. On second down, here's Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now Smith, and incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Chiefs defense here ready to head back out onto the field. They're trailing on the scoreboard. Now, they had to watch that last drive, then they come out here. Defensively, when you played, did you like being out there defensively to start the second half or wait to drive?
I wanted to be out there right away. Come out of the locker room, get right back into the flow of the game, because sometimes when you sat around, you liked it when your offense gave you a long drive, but it made it a little bit tougher to get out on the field.
Well, it's the second drive here. We'll see how they respond. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Murray the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Carr. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Here's Marquette King now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. Now they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. A gain of 6 there on first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Smith now on second down. And this is incomplete. Spencer Ware, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4. Third and 4.
Single. And here's the line. Move 45.
Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, Smith. Now Conley's got it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Smith. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Second down now after the pass completion. To the air again, Smith. He's got time in the pocket. And this is caught at the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Reggie Nelson, the free safety, in on the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run again here with West. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
Tight down. There you go.
Still 2nd down.
They'll try the air now with Smith. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Smith. That's complete, right around the 8. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
False start, offense. Still 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now Carr with a give to Murray. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. A run. It's Murray. Uses the stiff arm. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now a give. This is Murray. Looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 3rd down, Murray. He won't go down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. A handoff. It's Murray. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now here comes Kansas City. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Second down following the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Smith. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And quickly they get to the line. To throw is Smith. Caught here by Conley. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Smith throwing again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Macklin was the intended target. And now it's second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, Smith. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Throwing again is Smith. Looking for someone to throw to. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Raiders' new signee from Seattle, Bruce Irvin, in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. DeAnthony Thomas, the intended receiver. And it brings up fourth down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
False start, offense. Still fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. He's got time. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.